Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here. This is a Muppet movie with Tim Curry and pirates. Therefore, it is inherently amazing and awesome. 5 stars, 10 out of 10, 100%. Cheerio, folks. What? What do you mean elaborate? What more do you want to know to work out whether this film is good or not? Pirates, Tim Curry, and Muppets. What more could you ask for? Fine, I'll do my job. So, after the success of The Muppets Christmas Carol, Jim Henson Productions worked on another period movie called Muppet Treasure Island. In Muppet Treasure Island, an orphan boy called Jim Hawkins slaves away in an inn with his friends Gonzo and Rizzo, as they dream of a life with adventure. One night, their wishes come true when regular pub visitor Billy Bones leaves the three with a treasure map. With help from the Honourable Captain Smollett and a dopey squire, Jim and his friends ship out on a journey to find the treasure. Unfortunately, shady fiends have been hired on board the ship, which adds tension within the crew. It turns out that the cook is really a pirate captain by the name of Long John Silver, who wants the treasure for himself and his crooked buccaneers. Can Jim and Captain Smollett outwit Long John, or will the pirates win the day? This movie manages to slide popular Muppet characters into acting roles without ever ruining their distinct personalities. Each Muppet retains their zany nature while serving their purpose in the swashbuckling adventure story. Everything just fits because the casting was done so perfectly. Then we have the human characters, including Billy Bones, played by Billy Connolly, and Mrs. Bluffridge, played by Jennifer Saunders, who may only appear as bit parts but still steal the scenes they're in thanks to their rambunctious performances. I'll admit that Jim Hawkins himself, sweetly played by Kevin Bishop, is the least interesting character in the film, because he's nothing more than a nice kid with good values. He's frequently outstaged by the flamboyant Muppets because he lacks energy and personality to keep up with them. Of course, the standout human character has to be Long John Silver, played by the always entertaining Tim Curry. Curry's Long John is the right balance of pantomime villain and cunning trickster. Unlike his cartoony crew, he has the talent for using his natural charm and wit to manipulate the good guys, which lends to some gripping tension throughout the film. Tim Curry is a big Muppet fan, and you can tell through his performance. He immerses himself in the Muppet world and treats the puppets like they're other actors.
This is for you.
The black spot.
Yeah!
You dare to give me the black spot?
Well, he told me to.
What? Shut up, will you? And it's drawn on a page from the Bible. You tore a page from the Holy Scriptures to make a pirate's death sentence.
Here.
Long John's relationship with Jim is also very endearing. They clearly indicate a father-son sort of bond, but Long John's corrupt lifestyle clashes with Jim's good-hearted ideals and moral compass, resulting in a fascinatingly complicated relationship where they both admire each other despite their different beliefs. It's a moving bond supported by some sincere acting by both Bishop and Curry.
North, Jim. Find me north out there among them stars.
Well, that's easy.
Ah, yeah, but what if you don't have a compass?
Oh, Long John, please don't drop it. It was my father's. It's all I have of his. Please, please.
I'm sorry, lad. I were only fooling.
The film also provides plenty of effective comedy through the Muppets' usual subversive, silly and fourth-wall-breaking sense of humour. I laughed out loud many times at these characters' antics and their brilliantly sharp one-liners. I think that I appreciated the slick comedy writing more as an adult than as a kid, which speaks volumes for the Muppets' wide appeal.
Any man caught dawdling will be shot on sight.
I didn't say that.
I was just paraphrasing.
Mr. Earl, just set the sails.
Set the sails!
Beware!
What? The one-legged man?
Aye, but also beware running with scissors or any other pointy objects. It's all good fun till somebody loses an.
Take a cruise, you said. Huh? See the world, you said. Now here we are stuck on the front of this stupid ship.
Well, it could be worse. We could be stuck in the audience.
Although I'll admit that some jokes do get pushed into the ground, like the running gag involving tourist rats joining the adventure like they're on a holiday cruise, which often interferes with the story. Or the squire's belief that he has a talking man living inside his finger, a joke that's funny the first few times but then dries out. Despite this, I still think that the movie is very enjoyable and funny. It's hilarious. That's the thing, the one word I would use to describe this movie is fun. And I think the aspect of the film that adds to the fun experience has to be the film's portrayal of pirate life. Yes, the film does acknowledge that the pirates are doing wrong and are crooked people, but at the same time, the movie does have fun glorifying the pirates in a tongue-in-cheek way. To be honest, I couldn't help but be won over by the pirates because they look like they're having so much fun committing crimes. They are relishing being bad. Muppet Treasure Island is also a musical, and before you groan, trust me, most of the songs are great. Something Better and Sailing for Adventure paint sea life as something gratifying and exciting through uplifting music, while Shiver My Timbers and When You're a Professional Pirate illustrates the dark but also campy side of pirate life superbly well. The only song I wasn't fond of was Cabin Fever, because it's so pointless that it could have been cut out without losing anything from the movie. Sure, it's colourful and exotic, but it feels like filler or padding, not musical storytelling. So what about the puppetry, the focus of this review series? Well, this movie was directed by Brian Henson, the son of Muppet creator Jim Henson. Much like his father, Brian has a passion for puppeteering. Before this film, Brian had puppeteered on many of his father's productions and even directed The Muppet Christmas Carol. This level of experience is on full display in the film. His understanding of staging and blocking puppets on camera helps the film to pull off its cinematic tone and ambitious adventure elements. The character acting from the Muppets is also spot on. It's amazing what the puppeteers can achieve through their talents and skills. There are inherent limitations to puppetry, so I'm blown away by how the puppeteers manage to convey vivid actions and emotions through real-time live action, while also helping the audience to believe that the Muppets are sharing the screen with human actors. To conclude, I think that Muppet Treasure Island is a fun and entertaining swashbuckling adventure with traditional Muppet heart and humour. Sure, it's not entirely perfect, but it's a riot to watch thanks to the things that do work. I've been Jambareeqi and I hope you enjoyed my review. Feel free to support me on Patreon, and in the next episode of Puppet Panic, I'm going to review The Never-Ending Story. Cheerio, folks.